Welcome to Electrify, the video show and podcast for electricians only, with your hosts Paul Abernathy and Jay the Basement King Grunberg. Sit back and enjoy the show. What up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Electrify. I am your co-host, Paul Abernathy from McKinney, Texas. And with me, as always, the Basement King himself, Mr. Jay Grunberg, all the way out in Colorado. As always, Jay, thank you for joining us as always. Welcome. So,
what up?
So tell us, Jay, what's the news? We always have to get what's the news, what's going on in Colorado. Let us know what's going on so we all can have an insight, because you know what? It's probably getting cold there and I don't want to go there. I like the weather in Texas. So how are things in Colorado? Let everybody know. And if you're in the chat, if you're here and you're listening, you're watching, let us know in the chat that you're watching, that you're listening. Again, special show tonight, New Year's resolutions. And then, of course, we're going to talk all kinds of things, but that's the kind of the key topic for the night. We always get to the end of the year and we want to say what we're going to change and what rules and what things we're going to break next year. That's basically what we should say. So anyway, Jay, tell us about what's going on in Colorado.
Yeah, of course. It's actually not surprisingly, there is no snow on the ground right now.
No snow yet?
Which we know that Christmas is 2 days away. And it's just a little weird not having snow on the ground around Christmas time. So just this is our last working day of the week.
Does that do it for you? Does that do it for you, Christmas? You just like to have a snow Christmas, like it just means more to you if it's just you have that snowy Christmas? Is that some people just got to have that snow on the ground?
Yeah, I would say for us, it's just common. We're used to it. That's the thing, right? You go 5-6 Christmases in a row with snow and maybe even more. And then this Christmas, there's no snow. So it's like, You're just not used to it. You don't see the snow. The lights aren't shining at night like they normally, ricochet off the snow. And it's just bright at night when the snow's on the ground. But I mean, it just doesn't have that Christmassy feel to it. But
it's global warming,
right around the corner, so.
I told you, it's global warming. Hey, Oscar, thanks for the like. We appreciate it. I'm glad you already enjoying the stream. That's good. That's a good sign. Those that give us the likes that like it early, we can only go downhill from there. Welcome, everybody. Oh, thank you, Adam, Old Hog, Demetrio, Julio, Oscar, all of y'all. Thank y'all for joining us all over the country here representing in the house. In Texas, the weather today was in the 70s. It was really nice. Encore Wire let us out early. Encore Wire had an amazing year. They were very generous, and I thank everybody at Encore Wire. It's been a great year, and I haven't seen snow since I left Virginia, and I mean we got a little ice, but no snow since I left Virginia in 2014. And I remember right before I left, the winter before I left, because I left in the summer, I was shoveling 1.5 feet snow down at my house. It was about 3 acres, and the driveway was I had a driveway that wrapped around the house. It was already there from the house. So, and I had my travel. It was a big driveway because it had a travel trailer on it, and it was in the back of the house. And I shoveled that thing by hand, and I'm surprised I didn't have a heart attack. But it was 1.5 feet, 2 foot snow, and we just got pummeled. So when we came to Texas, we were like done with that. I like the weather here. It gets cold for 1 day or 2 days. The next thing you know, it's back up to 70 degrees or something like that. So today it was in the 70s. It was nice. So that's what I like. Definitely what I like.
Yeah, and there's nothing really wrong with the weather that we're having. It's actually pretty nice because there's no excuses not to get to work for myself or any of my guys because there's no snow on the ground. So
yeah,
it's kind of a plus in that instance. But the mornings, they are a little chilly. I go out with a long sleeve or a jacket on, and then by about 9 o'clock, you're in your truck if you're driving or you're working in a basement. Obviously, the guys working a lot of basements, so they pop down there and they take off their jackets right away. But yeah, even I had a guy working out. They did a had a guy do a panel change out today.
Oh,
What was it?
really?
December 23rd, doing a service upgrade.
There
go
you go.
go figure.
There you
So
go. Get that service. Get that done. That's
yeah.
what I'm talking about.
What's up, Julio? Watching from Orange County, watching two great electricians after works. Thanks for doing this. Yeah, man. Thanks for
Absolutely.
joining us. Maybe it's Julio. Julio, sorry.
Julio. Might be Julio. Julio. We're just glad you're here, yo. How you doing? Mr. Tex in the house
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
right.
Cool.
Hey, do we have the chat open tonight? Or I'm sorry, not the chat. The chat's obviously open. Do we have the
Yes,
phone lines open tonight?
we do. We'll let you know when they're available to call in when we get into tonight's topic. But as you can see right below Jay, you see the phone line 214-945-0653. And so I guess that takes us right into tonight's topic. And tonight's topic is, we go through the year, we do certain things, we make certain decisions, and then we say, you know what, this is a new year coming up. And we're going to do our New Year's resolution. Is it going to be to get my master's? And I'm talking electrical resolutions, but we'll talk some personal stuff again if we want to get personal. But for an electrician, this is a perfect time for apprentice, somebody studying, to make that commitment and say, I'm going to get my. If you're a residential wireman, you want to become a journeyman. You have to invest in yourself to do that. You're the one that needs to do that, not anybody for you. You need to do it. You have to invest in yourself. You want to be a master electrician. Maybe you want to open your own contracting business. Speaking of which, you might have seen where we announced that soon, we don't know when, but the Basement King will have his own podcast, Kicking It with the King. And the hope is it'll be all business and that type of thing, and answering all those type of questions and letting you get a kind of an inside look at Jay's in his business and how he's become successful from nothing to where he's at, and maybe you can learn from him, right? So hopefully, and of course, whatever he wants, it's his show, but it'll be a podcast, Kicking It with the King. So hopefully he's excited about that. He's never done anything like that before, so but I will help him out along the way to keep it as professional and top notch as y'all all have come to expect. So at the end of the day, congratulations on that, Jay. And hopefully we'll have some good podcasts from you.
Yeah, I really appreciate it, man. That was something that, again, I've during this journey this last year that you and I have been on, Electrify, which used to be Electrician Live, and now us growing and opening Electrician Live Network.
Mm-hmm.
I figured what better way than to maybe just start as a podcast, and came up with Kicking It with the King. You and I have talked about, many different directions that this podcast could go. And the one advice that I really enjoyed from you was just, hey, be yourself and talk about your story, just tell your story about
electrical code guys are a dime a dozen. There's a tons of us out there talking code, right? I don't know. It depends on who all you trust. Who's been around the longest. But when it comes to business, I've been in business, I've run businesses, but I've been in contact with you enough to know that you have a good grasp of business, and you built your business up. And there's people out there that want to learn from that. And people want to know the insights and when they might be able to steer clear of something that might not be the right decision for them. Everybody's got to make their own decision, but I think you can provide insight to that. So I guess we kind of prodded you on to really make that your niche, because I think you have great insight that you can bring to that. Code guys, again, like me, we're a dime a dozen, but you bringing some real life insight into it. I think it'll be a great podcast, and I think people will get a lot out of it. Again, it's always neat, and start there and see where you go from there. But as you know, I'll help you all the way along the way. So, bruhs for life, bruh. All right, so
yeah, bruhs, man, I appreciate it, bruh. Is that like a Cali thing out? Oh, you know about that, man.
Yeah,
What's up,
Callie
bruh?
knows all that.
Surf's up, bruh.
Yeah.
You know, what's crazy too is my buddy Chris Lightsey, my best bud.
Mm-hmm.
You know, usually he's a last minuter when it comes to getting people gifts, and he was a last minuter getting myself a gift too for Christmas. But he actually thought outside of the box, and he bought me this little Stream Deck Mini right here. And so I asked him, well, first of all, I was surprised. I was like, wow, man, awesome, you know, and he shows me this YouTube review on it, and it's a pretty cool little Stream Deck. I know you have I think yours is like 32 buttons, where
Yeah.
this one here is only 6 buttons, but
It's a
same
perfect,
concept, just a
it's
little
perfect,
smaller.
perfect start in getting into it, because the Stream Deck can do way more than I use it. Most people know and I can't move the cameras to let you see the setup, but most people know I've got a mixer and interface, XLRs, and multiple light setups, and then over here I've got Stream Deck with multi sets of different levels of the Stream Deck depending on what I'm streaming. And it allows for me to change. I've heard people say, hey, they like how I do my, we change the scenes and do everything. Well, that's the Stream Deck doing all that. I'm just pushing buttons, the timers, presets. And then, of course, you'll get there if that's where you want to go with it. But, the beautiful thing about podcast is if it's a good podcast, because there are junk podcasts and they're good podcasts. And I won't be associated with junk. So I would expect anything like that from you. And so we've talked enough about it and how you do things, because you got to bring insights. You got to bring something to people, learn something. And that Stream Deck will just help processes. Pushing a button to turn a mic on, pushing it to turn it off, pushing it to add a sound effect, pushing it to add an intro. That's the beauty of Stream Deck. Whatever makes your job a little easier and makes the show much more smoother, right? So I think that's the key.
Yeah, I was super excited for it, and definitely kind of surprised me with it, but it just kind of hit home when we were talking about the podcast, and just kind of like one of those signs, that says, okay,
Yep.
this is something that we're gonna move into. So yeah, I'm super excited, man. Thank you again for helping me out, Paul. I really do appreciate you.
Yep. And that will be
even made a little-
syndicated. That will be syndicated also on Spreaker. I mean, it'll be syndicated on iHeartRadio. It'll be on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. We will get him all hooked up, so you'll be able to listen to the show from anywhere. And I will also be rebroadcasting it on our channels as well over on my Spreaker. That way I can make sure he gets maximum exposure. And of course, you can always go to electricianlive.com, which is the Electrician Live Broadcast Network. And you'll see that the Basement King has his own channel. You can even go there now and see it. There's no episodes, but you can go see it. And again, sky's the limit I'm still a podcaster. We do these videos, but at the end of the day, most people know I love podcasts, and I just love the freedom to try, because for me, podcasts are a challenge. So that's your New Year's. It's one of your New Year's resolutions, right? Is just get a podcast going. We didn't really talk about that, but get it going. And the interesting thing about a podcast, if anybody's ever listened to my Ask Paul series, which is blowing up, by the way, if you haven't listened to it, go check it out again at electricianlive.com. You can actually click the channel and listen to it there. But if you want to submit a question to me to answer, then you got to go to paulabernethy.com. But point being was the ability to be able to take a podcast and deliver a message. And you really, as a person that gives and teaches, and you, as you're going to be giving your advice and insight and things to think about, and business and marketing and advertising maybe, and you'll be talking about what not to do and pitfalls and maybe, all these things, working with Craigslist and all. As you do that, when you do podcasts, you have to be able to paint a mental picture for people. And that's what I love about it, right? Is that you have to be able to explain it, and knowing that it's not visual, but you have to get in people's head. And when they hear it and they go, I see it. I see what he's saying. Now it's very hard technical, but what you're going to do, it lends it to a perfect for a podcast, because it allows you to listen to in your car. I got guys that send me pictures all the time that actually have the podcast up on the center console with the screen, and it has the Electrify, or it has the Master the NEC, or Ask Paul, or whatever. And it's so cool, because I do that. I listen on my watch. If I say something, it'll probably go off. Watch. I have these things all over my house. I have the Alexa devices, and good, it didn't go off. But I always hit those using Spotify, and I listen everywhere in my house. Podcast, laying in the bed, I listen before I go to bed. There's a lot of SEO podcasts I listen to, or website design podcasts, and things like that. So it's just awesome to be able to do it, and yours are going to be available on all those platforms. But the key with the podcast is getting into the listener's head and helping them understand. So I'm excited for you. I think you'll get a kick out of it. I personally love podcasting. Videos are cool, but I love podcasting because it's a challenge for me to explain it in a way that you can relate by just listening to it. Tim, thank you very much for the donation. I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah,
thank you.
Tim. Appreciate that, man. Code Strong, Tim in the house, Tim Johnson.
Yep. So
really appreciate you guys.
So that takes us into resolutions. Okay, so let's talk about tonight's topic. First is we're going to talk about New Year's resolutions, and I'll go first. Okay. I'll go first.
You're going to take the lead on this one, are you?
No, I'm just going to go first with my first New Year's resolution. And you know, for all those people out there that are very personal to us, that have come a lot, I will tell you, this is a personal New Year's resolution. And people say, no, you ain't going to do it. I'm going to lose 30 pounds. Okay. Now I've lost 70 pounds before, so 30 should not be that hard. I got a new treadmill. I like to walk, and I love the iFit where you can walk. People that follow me on Facebook have seen that I post where I've done this Alps series where I'm walking through the Alps, and it automatically changes its elevation, and it's got this big I don't know how big it is, 24-inch screen. I love it. And I try to hit it every night. In fact, after the night show, I'll be doing the Alps. I got another Alps series I'm going to be doing, but I'm going to lose the weight. And usually what I do is I'll go on a 7-day fast. I say fast, but it's an 18-hour fast. I'm actually eat a dinner each day, but a sensible dinner, but that's the only meal I eat. I've been doing this for years, and I will drop 15 pounds in a week. Now people say that's water weight, but for me, it's 15 pounds is 15 pounds, right? And I'll drop that pretty quickly. And then I go on a management until I get to my weight goal. And that's what I do. And this is not the first time I've done it. So it's kind of like a detox. I go through a detox each year. So that's my resolution, to do that. And I've done it before. Again, when I was almost 280 pounds, and then I got down to, I was 280.
Sure I'm writing these down.
I got down to 198 or something, like 197 or something like that, or whatever. So, I've lost quite a bit before. So I'm not big, but I am diabetic. So everything helps. So that's my first personal, not business. We'll get into those, but that's my personal. What's your personal resolutions for the year? What do you want to do? Okay. Maybe you want to be a better husband. Maybe you want to be a better father. I could certainly use that New Year's resolution. Maybe we want to do there's so many ways you can go with this, and it's all healthy. It's good. So Your turn. What do you got?
I mean, for the most part, they can be healthy. I think people that tend to do, or when I was a little younger, I would do about 5 to 10 of them, and they would kind of be like what you said, more of a, better father, better husband. But what I realized was that also was a lot of pressure that I was putting on myself, because then I was trying to plan out certain ways to be certain things. And so, but this year's New Year's resolution is one of them. My top one, I guess, is to stop eating fast food, and what that looks like is
wow. Whoa.
Yep.
Hold on. I gotta get my pen on this one. Hold on. Because we text and communicate we text and communicate quite often. So I'm gonna make sure that I always have a little question for you. Where are you at, Jay? Okay.
For those out there, is Chick-fil-A, is that fast food?
That is fast food.
No, not you. I'm talking to everybody out there, the folks. Is Chick-fil-A really fast food? I mean, come on, the customer service is great. Okay.
Do you drive? Do you get your food fast when you order it?
I mean, they're probably the fastest.
Do they not have a drive-through? They having a drive-through. Do you
I
ever
mean,
go to
they
do
do.
you go to the Texas Steakhouse and call that fast food? Heck no, because you're waiting 45 minutes to get your food. That's not fast food. So
Chick-fil-A number
Chick-fil-A is
7
fast.
though. I know.
But you know
I know.
what?
I think that's gonna be the hardest one that I'm gonna miss, man. Is Chick-fil-A, guys.
So maybe
Oh,
that's so. You know what? You know, with goals, you have to be obtainable goals.
Demetrio, don't tell me that, man. I thought you
So,
had my back, bro. I thought we were cool, man.
so,
But
so
yeah.
fast food, you can give you. So here's the secret to that. If you cut all fast food out, that's a lot of days in there, and life gets short, and you got to grab something on the run. What you do is you have to give yourself a free pass, and that is to consider Chick-fil-A the healthiest of the fast foods, and it's okay to
Right.
treat yourself to chicken once a week, and then you cut
There we
everything
go.
else. You know,
Yeah.
so that so there you go.
I'll be hating on my In-N-Out. You know what? Oh, we actually have an In-N-Out here now in in
I don't
close
like
to me
In-N-Out.
in
Remember I told
Centennial.
you,
So
Jay? Remember I told you I don't like their French fries. For some reason they taste over potatoy. Is that a
yeah,
thing? They just taste over potatoy for me.
hey, it be a
It's
thing. Yeah, I mean, hey,
too
potato,
much potato.
potato, tomato.
It's too
But I will
too
tell you,
starchy, maybe. Anyway,
if
okay.
if I have the choice, if I have the option, here's what I do. If I'm out on a job walk, out during the day, middle of the day, whatever, leave 7, 8 in the morning, be gone until about 1 or whatever. I'll try to pack a sandwich with like maybe a granola bar, a water, maybe even like one of those little fruit cups, that we get our kiddos, or we say we get them for our kiddos, but really we get them for ourselves. And just put that in my lunch pail. I still have a lunch pail to go on the road, and maybe throw some chips in there, a banana, whatever, right? So I can do that. It's
Mm-hmm.
just when I get home, sometimes if I get home too late, it's just like a little meal. I think the hardest part is going to be that little meal in between breakfast and dinner. Because the wife's at home working, she's taking care of the baby if I'm gone. So what I like to do, if I can, if at all possible, I go up and I have a Whole Foods, maybe, I don't know, 5 minutes, and a King Super is 5 minutes away. So there's other avenues opposed to just going to Chick-fil-A or McDonald's or Burger King, which are in the same distance. Now, and what I do is just get like hamburgers or hot dogs or chicken wings or whatever, right? And throw them on my grill that you guys have seen, and I like that.
So what's
Let me
the
ask you
difference?
something though,
So
'cause
what's the difference between the hamburger on your grill? Thank you, Christy, for the light. What's the difference in the hamburger on the grill than the hamburger from the McDonald's? Not the fact that it's going to taste better and it's more meat and it's bigger, but I think the worst part about the fast food is the bread. So as a diabetic, I'm told to stay away from breads. But
well,
yeah.
I think it's the quality of the food that you're buying. And then also the price, right? Because maybe the quality of the hamburger from McDonald's isn't the quality that you're getting from a King Supers, right? Like you said, the quality, the thickness, whatever. And then also it could be the price, because I could buy a patty from,
Is your New Year's
let's
resolution
say,
for fast food to save money, or is it to just eat healthy? Because you keep talking price. So
I think it's both, actually. I think it
okay.
plays two keys in here. Seth, fast food kills. I mean, yeah, it can kill your body, and it can also kill your pockets. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But
I
again,
also want to mention we can't forget here Adam's statement here. His big goal for 2022 is to pass his master's exam. So
get into the fast tracks, brother. Call in, man. We'll explain it to you. Call in
Yep.
tonight, and we'll explain
Yep.
the fast tracks to you. I mean,
So
get into it.
there's his goal. There you go. So you're gonna cut out fast foods. I say I give you a pass on Chick-fil-A, but if you want to be really good, don't eat the bread and just eat the chicken. Okay, so get nuggets or something like that, then you're okay. We'll give you a pass. Chicken's chicken. And of all the places, I will have to say Chick-fil-A is but you almost can't leave without waffle fries, bro. But I'm just saying,
I
of
know,
the
but
best.
I even substituted the fries with, like, they have this parfait that you can get, and I know you've seen it, but the parfait with the granola. I don't get the one with the I think that comes with like little Oreo like crumbles that are so good, but I get the one with the granola. One more question before we get off the fast food. Let me ask you guys out there too. Is Subway fast food? Because they don't have a drive-through. You have to go in. It was promoted by Jared a long time ago. He lost a ton of weight. But, I mean,
bro,
it's
really?
fast food.
You're gonna bring up Jared? Dude, he probably molested more kids than the daggone person for the U.S. Olympic gymnastic team. Dude, what are you talking about? Don't use Jared as your role model. You got my mic all messed up. Hell is wrong with you? Don't use Jared. That sucker's in jail.
I'm using him as an instance from the weight that he lost. Come on, not the
whatever.
The outsides.
Whatever. Re-scratch that. Let me back that up. I'm gonna remove that. All right. So Subway is a healthier alternative. Okay. But for me, it's still the bread. So the bread is the big thing.
Well, I thought you said fast food is somewhere where you get it fast. You have to have a drive-through. I don't know of a Subway that has a drive-through. So I was just trying to see. I'm just trying to see. That's all.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I just use the drive-through as one component of that, right?
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. O says you can substitute the bun with lettuce, so you can get it wrapped in lettuce.
There we go.
Okay. There you go. Say, what is Jorge? I think I'm saying that right. Started watching Master the NEC 2 years ago. That's my other channel. I decided to take my Journeyman and passed to first try, and now 2 years later, I'm already approved to take my Masters in 2022. Or maybe you were approved in 2020, but you're gonna so you're gonna take there you go. So 2022. Okay. So yep. So buckle down to it and and get it done. That's the thing. Goals. Life has goals. Everything we should be trying to achieve goals and making new goals and meeting and not putting them too high that we can't reach them, right? We put them high enough that we can get them because we all like to hit those goals. And if you really get disappointed if you set all these goals that are so lofty, right, that you can never achieve them, then you feel like you just totally don't let yourself down. So give yourself. You can have stepped goals that you can achieve, like with me with the walking. You know, now I'm up to, we got the treadmill was Saturday. It's past Saturday. I had one before when I used to go to the gym a lot. And so now, and like I told you before on a call, I just totally gave up the gym. I used to lift all the time. I gave up the gym and the weight started coming back on, obviously. And I wasn't working out, getting older, hard, whatever. Encore still would pay for it. So it wasn't a concept of me not, my gym was paid for. I could go if I wanted. I just was lazy. I got so much other stuff going on, but I love the treadmill part. Before workout and after workout, doing, a couple miles either or. So now that's the coolest thing for me is to get lost in that iFit thing on that treadmill. And I think, like I said, since I've had it Saturday.
The places it takes you. Are you kidding me? The places that they take you through that.
Oh, this guy. There's one guy on there. Obviously they have thousands of them. There's one guy on there named John Peel, and he is the most motivatingest guy. When you're walking, when we're doing the Alps and walking around the cows, and you're going up through the mountains, and the camera's showing you everything. It's a lot better than just sitting there walking. It gives you something to do, and I'm into that, and I'm enjoying that. So I find it. It's just enjoyable. So that's tied into making one of my, the losing the weight and watching the diabetes and all this kind of stuff, which I always tell my doctor I'm watching it, but I'm not watching it. She doesn't watch my shows. So, but she comes in there and I end up telling her some lie. I'll come back in 3 months. And I think I've been mourning my mom's passing now for a year. Cause every time she goes, why is your A1C going up? I'm like, well, I'm still in mourning. And then I go another 3 months and she goes, are you over that? You're still going up. And I'm like, yeah, I'm still mourning. So sorry, Mom. But I'm no longer going to give her any excuses. So there you go. Yep. So anyway, I was 222 in, Saturday, and now I'm down to 217 already. So, got to keep going. So is
the 30 pounds that you said, is that off the 222 or is that off the 217?
222.
Okay, so you're already down 5.
Yes, that was my starting. Yeah.
Just saying, because it's before the New Year's, so you can't do. So then you're gonna have to go in with like a 25-pound because again, we haven't started the New Year's yet. So I'm just saying.
No, just
saying.
Just go. All right. So
That says sorry for your loss. Yeah, it was a tough time for
it was a tough
for Paul there.
For folks that remember that last year, I was actually doing a seminar, a webinar on that day, and my mom was upstairs. She was dying anyway, but I was downstairs, and they came down to I don't know what happened to your camera there, Jay. They came down to let me know that she hadn't had her meds, and I was the one issuing, doing the meds. And it ended up going upstairs, and I could tell she was in the last stages of it. So, Jay, I'll try to fix you here. I don't know why that does that. It's like it's like you have an autofocus, and so when you move, it actually changes.
Maybe a New Year's resolution is you could just get a little bit more professional on the control on that. So I'm just saying.
Well, maybe what it would be is that you.
I need to get more tech savvy on my end.
Yeah, maybe you should figure out how to keep your camera from going to zooming in. I'm just saying. But now you're too big. Look and see, dude. Wow, Jay.
And now I gained some pounds. There we go.
Dude, I don't even know what now. Now I don't even have your thing around you anymore. Wow. Oops. Look at that. I'm messing all kinds of things up trying to fix you.
Tonight I'm drinking some sparkling ice. It actually goes into another. I don't know if it's a New Year's resolution, but we went out to our company party. Oh yeah, that's what I meant to talk to you guys about.
Yeah, tell us about
Saturday,
that.
We had our company party. We went out to Perry's Steakhouse and Grill. Oh my goodness, talk about a nice 5-star restaurant. They great service, good people to be around. Actually, all my crew leads were there. Some of them had their spouses or their significant others. Other ones just rolled solo, and we had such a great time. It was cool because when we all sat down, we just everybody had a couple drinks, already. And then the appetizers came 30 minutes, 45 minutes later, we started ordering appetizers. And it just seemed like everybody kind of had their appetizer that they ordered, but then they would pass it around the table. And so like I was telling you, I ate some snails, some escargot.
Dude, we talked about that
this Saturday.
That's nasty.
So I mean,
why the hell would you want to eat a snail, man? That's nasty.
That's
nasty. And they probably charged you the same as steak too. I'm just saying. I bet it probably was the same.
That appetizer. Probably about 30, 35 bucks, maybe something like that. $40. Yeah.
Dude, I'll go out back here and scrape some up for you out underneath some of the mulch bed where it's kind of damp. If you want it, you give me $30 per plate. I'll go scrape you some. That's nasty.
You're gonna scrape them up and serve it the way they did with all that fancy seasoning on it. And
I'll throw some seasoning salt and some butter on it.
Cracker.
I'll give you some Ritz.
You can put that on a cracker, dude.
I'll throw some Ritz in there for you. But $30 for snails? That's nasty. You got Ritz in there for They saw you coming, man. I'll give you some snails and Ritz and some cheese whiz and a little bit of seasoning salt. Boom. That's how we do it, bro. All right, so.
That's how we do it, bro. No, it was a really good time, though. I mean, we all had an amazing time. And I told myself, I said, this is going to be the last time that I drink alcohol for this year and also going into next year.
So wait a minute.
Really, again.
Wait a minute. New Year's resolution 2.
No. So, I mean, you can call it that, but I kind of did it before. So I've stopped before the New Year. So it's just me going sober for, since that last Saturday to the whole 2022. So again, 2023, I'll probably pop a beer or something like that there, but I just want to give it a break
everybody.
For a little bit. So,
all right, everybody. You know how he likes to get his Modelos and all that stuff on the show. So here's your challenge, everybody, for this New Year's resolution for Jay, the Basement King Grunberg. See who you got to watch the show. Oh, that's what I drink. Look at he's doing. Dude. How often can you copy the daggone guru? All right, so here's the thing. He likes the dark ones too. I do too. That's all we have is the light ones. The citrus ones, but anyway, I want to see, because we're going to be watching this show, and we're going to see when Modelo's or something like that creeps into the scene, and somebody's out there is going to remind you that you just busted that resolution. So just so you know, because I know out of sight, out of mind, just to let you know. All right.
The sad part is that I'm gonna stop watching the show if Jay stops drinking. Where were we at, Christy? Sorry, I know we're drinking pals, but you know what? I mean, get yourself some sparkling ice, and we'll roll on that.
The best thing, bro. I don't drink soft drinks anymore,
Seth,
so I will say that this is all I've been drinking for the last year and a half. So
Coronas all day. Cisco,
Corona.
he's chiming in from Houston, Texas, in the house, man. Yeah, I love Coronas, Modelo's, Bud Light, Coors Light, Bud Light Lime. Like, so this is a deal, right? When 2023 comes around, first show I do start in the new year, I'll crack one of these with you. Just make it that much more special. But for 2022, I'm just gonna hold back on that and just kind of, again, people drink that's what they do, right? I have liquor, I have a bar, I'll buy liquor for people who come over and hang out with me. The point isn't to say, oh no, everybody has to do this. That's not the deal. The deal is sometimes inside you just feel it, right? Like something tells you, hey man, just pump the brakes a little bit, let's try to change it up a little bit and see where it goes. So that's all, man.
Well, that's okay, because here's what it's going to be like the moment that we all see you with the Modelo's on screen. It'll be like this.
Oh, heck no. I'm not doing it, man. Not doing it.
Just saying. Okay, so good on you. I'll have a beer for you. And don't worry, where you leave off, I'll pick up. All right, so let's see here. We have to catch up on a couple things. Let's see here if I catch up on here.
Yeah, sorry guys, we're kind of ranting on.
Oh, okay, no, this is the last show for 2021, because we're not going to be on a show, because next week it'd be New Year's Eve, so we're not going to do it. So this is the last show of this, unless we kind of squeak in there one of our residential wiring. If y'all haven't checked that out, go check out that series, because once it's all done, it'll only be available to subscribers on the website once it's done, and it's 12 parts to that. I think we're up to part 6 now, so make sure you go check that out on the channel. What is Adam says? Oh, it's a fast tracks program on the website. Absolutely. So just go to electricalcodeacademy.net and you'll see it there, or go to masterthenec.com. You got links there as well. Go watch the videos, just see a little bit about what goes on with it and that type of thing. You can learn a little bit about it. It says O says he likes snails, frog legs, shark, deer. I'm okay with venison. I'm good with that.
I don't like deer. Too gamey. Don't like it. I like elk.
If it's too gamey, then somebody's not preparing it right for you. Because if you do deer right, it's good. It's good. If
so
you make it into
one, hold on, go back.
Oops.
I think Seth asked one. Go back up just a little bit. He said, I know. He said, how many guys you have, Basement King? So, I have out in the field. I have 7 guys. That's including my project manager.
Oh, I'm a lightweight. I drink Michelob Ultra. I'm sorry. I don't do the heavy stuff. I'm sorry. All right, sorry, Jay. Go on. I had to answer that for you.
So I have 7 guys out in the field. Actually, hold on. Let me take this back. Sorry. 6 guys, 7 including my warehouse, 8 including my project manager. So pretty much I have 3 residential wiremans, and all 3 of them have 1 apprentice.
So the question is, did you start the day with that many, and did you end the day with that many, or you still have that many? Okay, yes. Oh, you do? Okay, just okay, good. Just checking.
So I have 6 out in the field. I have a 7th guy. He's my warehouse manager.
Inside joke. Inside joke.
He's a good guy. He's also an electrician, so that's 7. He can count for out in the field. I have a project manager who right now went through surgery, ankle surgery. He's been on our show, Chris Westfall. If you didn't get to check that out, check that one out, because that guy's smart as they come, man. Had some good knowledge for you. So that's 8. And if you count myself, that's 9. And then but I don't really do field work. So to answer your question, I have 8 out in the field, but my project manager's out, so I have to step in for him. So again, I step in on those roles. I just try not to wear my tools as much.
So, but you got to count office. You got office people too, so you have to count them.
I was gonna say 8 out in the field, and then 3 of us in the office: myself, my wife, and her assistant Vicky. So there's 8, 9, 10, 11 of us all together.
That's awesome.
Does Zombie count? He's
Zombie
not on the payroll, but he rolled with me.
Dude, there's a lot of things that get done not on payroll, but Zombie is very much part of that team. So
He
yes,
is. He's
counts.
hands down. He is wired up all the way.
So
So
you take Zombie to the supply houses and other places. So again,
oh,
you
all the
you
time.
can
And people
you
just love
check
him.
that off as is it most definitely customer support or morale or whatever. So that's definitely has a value. So yes, that's part of the team. Oh, by the way, we are not sponsored by Sparkling Ice, which is
No.
Talking Rain Beverage Company located in Washington State. If you're interested in sponsoring, we'll drink more of it. Mm.
Yeah. Send me some because this stuff is
Yum,
good.
yum, yum. All right.
Mine contains 1% juice.
Yeah. I like the fact that it's total carbs are 0 and 0 sugar. But anyway, you know, if your doctor tells me, Paul, you got to drink more water. I say, well, I'm drinking these. They go, Paul, that's not water. I'm like, well, it says sparkling. It says flavored sparkling water. I said, it stopped being water when they put everything in it. I'm like, well, there's no sugar and no carbs. She said, Paul, this is my. Let me tell you how funny this is real quick. I'll tell you about my little Indian doctor. She's a pistol. So when I go in there, the first time I ever went in there, or maybe the second, whatever, I went in there, and I was worried about the Invocamet that she was giving me because I saw a commercial on TV where dudes were losing their foot or something like that, and I was like, I was grilling her for this, and she came over there. And she knew me because she knew I come from Encore and everything about that. And she knew as an engineer. And she goes, we got to talking, and she looked at me, and I was telling her that stuff might be bad, or that's in it. I don't want to lose my foot. And she was trying to explain to me that's where people were already very bad off with the diabetes, and that's what that would happen. So she looked at me and she says, "What does it say?" And I think I had a shirt on, the engineering shirt from work or something. And she goes, what does that say? And I went, oh, it's electrical engineering. She goes, mm-hmm. She turned over hers and she went, see this one? Doctor. Just like that to me. She's exactly with that face. She went, what is yours? What is electrical engineering? I said, yeah. Does electrical system? She goes, see mine? Doctor. And I had, right. In other words, she was like,
yeah, drop the mic. Boom.
Shut up. Shut up. You're not a doctor. Shut up. So anyway, I started just pumping the pills in my mouth, and so far I've still got my feet. So that's a good thing that I listened, to her, because she did help me. My A1C is still up there, but that's on me. That's not on her. That's what I'm saying.
That's a good thing. Put some Grey Goose in those drinks; it'll taste better. Yeah, I never was a Grey Goose person though. I just never got down with the Grey Goose.
Nice vodka.
More whiskey, and then you know what though? So
I don't like any of the hard liquor. I don't like any hard liquor. It can't. Okay. The last 2 times that I've thrown up off those bad topic, last two times that I've thrown up since I've been in Texas was right after I tried one of those malt type of things like Seagram's malt beverages, those fruity malt beverages, like a wine cooler. Yeah, wine cooler, but the malt kind. I have something about the malt. 2 times exactly was right after I drank malt. I'm in there hugging the porcelain altar. I'm not sorry for the visual. Remember, I told you I like to give visuals. So I can't have those. I can't have those things anymore. So I don't even do the wine coolers because they're just they make me just.
Hopefully you flushed the toilet before you went puking. And I'm just saying, stuff splashes back up. Anywho, at the company party, I had a few Moscow mules, and then one of my RWs, Andrew, who we called Turbo, he gave us a bottle of tequila. He gave the wife and I a nice bottle too, and we had. How
are you going to do this, Jay? How are you going to cut alcohol out with all this alcohol around? I mean, how are you going to do that? It's like
it's easy, man. It's easy.
Okay, all right. We're going to hold you to it.
I got bigger things. I got bigger plans for this year that I'm going to get into on Kicking It with the King. Again, a lot of this stuff is business driven. Even though it doesn't say, oh, Jay, after work you want to go and kick back and drink one. Yeah, I do. And I'm gonna have some temptations, and it's gonna be hard, but I think I'll be okay. So tequila, Jorge or George, I'm sorry if I said that wrong. It was tequila. We had a nice bottle of tequila. We went to the house. Did you? That was the night that Jake Paul, the YouTube star, now pro fighter, knocked out Tyrone Woodley. Did you watch that fight? That was the same night.
You know what? I don't want to get.
Did you watch it? Did you watch the YouTube star knock him out?
I do not pay for those type of pay-per-views.
I want to be a boxer now that he can do it. I think I can do it.
No, look, that was so rigged. He cocks his hand. Watch it slow motion. He goes to punch. Before he even starts to punch, Woodley drops his hand, and then he's already flinching. He's going, and so that's before the punch even came.
No. See, he was going to the body again. He faked to the body.
You listen to other people.
Going to the body.
Watch when he drops it. Paul hadn't even thrown the punch yet. So I'm just saying that somebody cashed their payday loan, and it was Woodley got paid. Now, and people say that people say that you can't fall to the mat like that. I'm going to tell you right now, Ric Flair made a career out of falling to the mat flat on his face. So trust me, it can be done, because all you got to do is go watch into the old Ric Flair wrestling episodes, NWA, WWE, whatever. Every night he fell flat on his face without his hands up. So you know what? I'll take a punch in the face for $30 million. Punch away. I'm just saying.
That's right. And a Rolex. I mean, he was getting all kinds of stuff. He was the first fight. If you watch the
so rigged,
the whole media push coming up to the fight, Tyrone Woodley was very UFC, very macho, woo.
The Nature Boy, Ric Flair, styling and profiling, jet flying, limousine riding. Woo! I love Ric Flair. He's got a neat show. He's got a neat show on YouTube, guys. If you want to check it out, it's Woo Nation. It's pretty good. He was my generation. It's when wrestling was pretty cool, right? Now it's stupid, but back then it was pretty. With Ric Flair and Tully Blanchard and Arn and Ole Anderson, the Four Horsemen. That's what I remember getting up on Saturdays to watch that and all that. That was the thing. Used to love it. Yeah, it's fake, but these still have to be athletes to do what they do, to run around for that amount of time. And a lot of them die young too, boy.
The ones today are pretty good too, but
I don't watch it today.
Yeah, it was just crazy watching the fight, and then obviously it was one of the Furies. He dropped out, and then Tyrone Woodley stepped in and took this second fight from Jake Paul and made buku amounts of money and getting Rolexes. And I think you're right. I think he just was in it for the cash. So anyways, we're getting down to the last 15 minutes, guys. If any of you want to call in and tell us your New Year's resolution, feel free to call in. If not,
if you call in,
forever hold your phone line. Demetrio, Jay, if you need training on boxing, come down to Cali and I'll train you. Demetrio, I really appreciate it, man. But my kiddo's doing some boxing down at oh my goodness, I don't even know the title gym. And my son's he's a go-getter, man. Really good fighter. He did karate, did jiu-jitsu, and now he's into boxing. So if anything, if I ever came down there, I'd bring him with me and I'd have him train with you, because
let him fight Jake Paul, because Did you hear that Jake Paul wanted to fight Mike Tyson?
Yeah, I heard he threw out Mike Tyson, Conor McGregor.
Connor's a little old dude. Conor McGregor's like 135 pounds wet. But to go against Tyson, even though it's not the Tyson of Tysons, and people say, but he didn't knock out Roy Jones Jr., but Roy Jones Jr. was a multi-weight class world champion. Jake Paul takes a punch.
Looking at two old great fighters.
Yeah, if you take Tyson and he actually connects with those body punches to Jake Paul, the dude's gonna crumple up like an accordion. No doubt. He better take his money and do the fights and do what he's doing and cash him at the bank, because if he ever really ticks off somebody that's really good, he's gonna be hurting. Yeah, he can punch. I get it. He's quick. I get it.
He's a big boy too, man. He's a big boy.
Tyson would hurt him. If he catches Tyson before Tyson gets past that bridge where he can't really do it. Right now, Tyson has come back. He can stand him as there. He still tires, but enough there. But Tyson was always the kind of fighter that if you got to get past the first, second, third round to win. Look at Holyfield. Beat him every time. That's because Holyfield wasn't stronger than Tyson. He was a pure boxer. And he could just keep Tyson at his distance. And if you could get Tyson past the first couple rounds, he tired out, you could just peck him to death.
Yeah,
so,
take him down into deep waters and just drown him.
Yeah.
Hey, Woody just checked out your channel recently. He says you got some cool stuff. I guess his New Year's resolution is to get his masters and probably sign up for the fast tracks. That's what I'm thinking, Woody. So go sign up for the fast tracks, man, and submerge yourself into the code. That'd be my my little tip
Christy
for you.
asks why you're stopping the drinking, because again, he's going for the healthy. He wants to get healthy in 2022, get the health, and get everything back. I mean, we don't always know why we do what we do, but wants to get healthy. The reason I'm losing weight even more and going back, I want to get healthy. So that we can tear it up in 2023 and get unhealthy again, so that we can go back to getting healthy in 2024. We got to have those periods where we get healthy and then we just let it all go to crap and then we get healthy again, right? Seems like that's what we do.
So the fast food is more of a health and obviously a price, kind of like what you asked me. Is it for health or is it for price? It's a little bit of both. Sure. The drinking, I will actually do a podcast on Kicking It with the King. Well, I'll get kind of in depth with it and I'll break it down for about 20, 30 minutes to you guys, exactly why I'm taking a break and why it's going to be a whole year. So stay tuned for that. It might not be the first episode, because the first episode I'm going to introduce myself and get to reach out to people who don't know really much about myself, and then I will dive into some of that. But yeah, that will be a topic, and I'll go a little bit more deep into it, Christy. So, and for you, as well. So I'll let you guys know. And
Woody, I do fasting. That's what I do every year. I use Dr. Fung. If you go over to YouTube and type in Dr. Fung, I think it's Fung, and you go fasting, he's got a great series. That's who I follow. I'm not going to go into the earthing thing. My feet are bad enough as well. I'm not going to go barefoot walking, but I got a treadmill, so I'm gonna get as close as I can to that, because I got all these things that I like to walk on my treadmill, all these Alps adventures and all that. So I love that. So I'm kind of doing that, but I don't go walking barefoot nowhere. So at the end of the day, kind of doing that, But
my daughter be earthing all the time, man.
Your little one, she's barefooted.
She don't even like to have her pants or her shirts, so she likes to just go fleshing. Diaper. She's diaper and
she's not earthing, she's fleshing. She's just letting it all just hang out. She's fleshing. Right. That's okay. That's okay until they get about 13 or 14. Then you're gonna have to answer to somebody. I'm just saying. All right, so
what's up with Bud? Will you be using it recreational purposes?
He's in Colorado, so that's the other thing is
that might be another topic on Kicking It with the King again.
You're supposed to keep it business. You're supposed to keep Kicking with the King business. Okay, so
how do you run a business in a state that has legal marijuana? I mean, that is actually a topic that I was gonna be talking about. So again, it's
employer. How do you keep your guys? Because even though it's legal, that doesn't mean your company has a policy that allows it, right? I can give you an example. Even if it was legal in the state of Texas, On-Court Wire would not allow it, and they would test for it, because that's not what the board of governors, and that's not what the board of directors, and that's not what the CEO would want. And if you want to work there, then you've got to follow the rules. So he could be the same way in his state. He's like, it's legal, but not when it comes to working with our company, and we can randomly drug test you at any time. And you know what? There's people that get bent out of shape about that, but I don't. If they have a choice to work for you or not, they don't want to work for you and follow the rules, go somewhere else. You don't have to work for somebody. Nobody's twisting anybody's arm to do that. Nope. So that might be an interesting topic for you to talk about, because I know that you have kind of a policy where you can't do that stuff, that type of thing. So,
of course.
But I'll say other New Year's resolutions is, again, I'm going to, for me, I will tell folks, as far as business New Year's resolutions, 2020 was the best year I ever had as a company. 2021 eclipsed 2020. Thank you all for making it an amazing year. So again, thank you all out there for believing in us and in helping Electrical Code Academy and the courses and everything. The reason that I do training, the reason I do the Wednesday nights live sessions that we had last night for the students and being involved in the students is because I care, and you're showing that love back with the courses. And again, definitely we appreciate every bit of it. Don't think it 1 minute that I don't appreciate it, because again, I always appreciate it, and I try to be there for every student that needs my assistance. So again, we appreciate all of you for that. So 2020 was a great year. Best 2021 was amazing. And so my goal is 2022 is going to be a superstar year. We get more people in our residential programs, our commercial programs, our grounding and bonding programs, our electricity 101 programs. Keep growing the fast tracks, which is now, like I told you, Jay, it's federally trademarked now. So we did get our trademark for fast tracks for our program under the unique classification that we have with all of our other educational trademarks, which is very unique to that trademark. So we're excited about that. And that type of thing. So excited about it to the end, even with COVID everywhere.
Yeah.
It's just been amazing. People wanting to learn, people wanting the education, people wanting to be better, going to the next level. You've heard me say it. How many times have I said this on TikToks or Instagrams or YouTubes or whatever? Anybody can learn. Anybody can learn to do it. And you can get proficient at doing it. Other people can teach you to do it. But do you know why you do it? What's the mental part? And if you think that you don't need to know the code to do what you do, you really do, because the stuff that you're doing, everything you're doing is intertwined with code. Just because you do it because it's a habit, it's still code. But sometimes we don't know what the code is, and people will say, well, I would do this or I do that. No, it's much easier to learn the code. Learn how to navigate the book. Okay, I have a book with me no matter wherever I'm at. Okay, so my code books stay with me. They're in my phones. They're always available for me. Don't have to be that kind of geek like me. But again, it's building that knowledge, because this is a profession. Electrician is the greatest, in my mind, the greatest profession out there. Doctors are great. Lawyers are great. Brain surgeons need them. Electricians, to me, I put at a very high level. So I take a lot of pride in how electricians do things, how they understand it. And I did this when I was a contractor. I was an electrician. It had to be perfect. It was for me. I didn't care what other people thought. For me. Yeah. So you have to do it for you. So again, you made two amazing years for our company, and 2022 is going to be amazing as well. And we have a lot of things coming that we're excited to work on. We have the code change coming 2023. We'll be doing some shows on that. I'll be doing some videos and stuff for the changes and what's going to be taking place and all that kind of stuff. So it's just it's amazing. Okay. So what else? So other than that, I would say one of my New Year's resolutions, Jay, would be to not eat bread. I wish I could stop eating bread, but I'm not going to make that resolution because I already know I'd break it. Bread is a weakness. It breaks right down to a carb, and it's bad for you because it just goes right to carb. But I would, I wish I could give up bread, but I don't think I'm not going to make a resolution that I know that I'm going to break. I just know I break that one. So, any other resolutions, Jay?
If I had a resolution that I wish I could do, but I know I'm not going to, so I wouldn't make it one, would be probably be nicer to my wife. I mean, it's just, and my mother, probably my mother-in-law. And she stays with us. My wife, it's not hard to. She's a loving, caring lady who I love to death. But my mother-in-law, I'd probably want to say I'd want to be nicer to her, but it's just she's your mother-in-law, I mean, what do you do? Gotta have that relationship. You gotta have that love-hate.
Yeah. O says carbs are good for energy, but do you see this running a marathon, O? I don't think so, bro. So I would eat them, and those carbs would go right to my belly. I'm just saying. But yeah, so that is a good goal, Jake. That's a good goal to be good, better to your mother-in-law.
It's an unrealistic one, though. Now, is she watching the show? I hope not, man. I mean, again, we're talking about ones that we want to do, but we know we can't because we break them. So, is she watching the show?
Yeah, she might be. She might be sitting in the other room. If your mother-in-law's sitting in the other room watching Electrify, then wow, there you go. That's some goals there, buddy. But yeah, I know. I think that I was joking about the father because I don't know how I could be any better to my son than I have. Boy, I get him out of all kinds of trouble. So I don't, and I'm always there. So I can't. That one not. The wife, I've always put my wife on. I tease her, but I always put her on a pedestal because she puts up with me for one, and she's been doing that for over 30 some years. And every seminar that I would drag her to, she was always there. She would always, there, working the doors or working. She says she's, how you have those rocks. She's always been that rock. So, just treat her as that. She's the queen, and treat her as that. You only go around this rock once, and I tell you, any one of us could be gone in an instant.
Yeah.
So it's,
it's true, man.
In an instant. I mean, you think about it, like we said, right here at the holidays, and you have a tornado rip through Kentucky and kill over 100 people. You could be gone in a minute, just like that. So treat people like you want to be treated, and remember that life is short, and don't sweat the stuff. It's hard for us, but don't sweat the stuff, that type of stuff, so it just simple. Okay, let's go to Code Turd. How about that? Ready to go to Code Turd? Let's go to Code Turd. Yeah, Planet Fitness, $10 a month. Yeah, I had the gym. Remember, mine was $150 a month, and it was paid by Encore, and I still didn't go after I let it go. So I'm not going to the gym, but I got a treadmill. I got a real nice one. All right, let's go. Code Turdy. All right, so this Code Turd obviously is pretty self-explanatory. Oh, I got a missed call, so somebody was going to call in because I wasn't paying attention to the call in. So, caller, if you want to call back in, we'll catch you right after the Code Turd.
Call back in.
So obviously this one's self-explanatory. Don't do that. This is a panel board, and a lot of people think that the cabinet and panel that's a panel board. This would be a good picture to explain to people what a panel board is. This is the guts. So inside of a cabinet, this is the guts that go in the panel board. I mean, they go in the cabinet. This is the panel board itself, right? So UL67 covers the panel board, but when a panel board like this gets put inside of a cabinet, then the whole thing gets evaluated under UL67. So this one, you've got all your conductors and you got everything just exposed, and there is no cabinet, and you don't have it. So you got individual conductors that are required to be run in raceways or inside of an enclosure, and there is no enclosure. So they're just running willy-nilly. Of course, I can't really tell, but it looks kind of dirty and grungy. So maybe this is a barn. Obviously, those cables on the left, nothing's secured. I don't know how you would even secure it to the actual cabinet, because there's nothing to secure to the cabinet, right? So you got that. So
it looks like it's a three-phase panel with a single phase. Is that the breaker at the top right? Maybe that is a three-phase, but it only has two legs on the three. It looks like a
it might be a three-phase up there, but they're only using two on it. Who knows what they're using?
Yeah, it looks like they're using a pretty much a commercial panel or guts for a residential application, because it looks like the neutrals and grounds are all there on the bottom. It's really weird, man. I don't even know where did they find this.
This is an example of where somebody said, "Dude, you got a panel." The guy goes, "No, I got some guts from a panel." He goes, "Okay, I'll take that. That's fine. Just throw it up. Who cares? Who cares?" So but this does look like this is the guts, and it almost looks like Jay, some of those guts that you get from Eaton were the ones that are fab to go in other cabinets.
Yeah.
Because the top, but I mean, and that's essentially what you'd have is you have the retrofit type of thing. Now this actually probably is the guts to one, but because of the panel cover holders at the bottom, you can see the screws in the front where the cover would go on. So this is definitely a commercial panel. But
it looks like something you could probably buy from Mr. Breaker. You know, just saying.
Are you gonna pick on Mr. Breaker again tonight?
I just
all right. So that means guys just trying to make a buck off you. All right. So yeah. So again, probably, and you can't see in close there, but I'm sure there's some termination issues down on the grounded neutral terminal bus. I'm sure there's some issues, probably some double lugging going on down there or something like that. And I'm sure those lugs aren't rated for it, that type of thing. So there's probably a bunch. It's probably got an improper case to neutral somewhere in there where they're not separating grounds and neutrals, and it's, you know, that type of thing. They obviously.
Yeah, Adam.
What does Adam say?
I was gonna say, Adam said now that's what you call a side job. Adam, I hope this isn't your side job. I know you're going for your master's now, so I hope this isn't your install. I'm just joking, man.
Yeah, no, yeah. So yeah, I don't know where, you know. And yeah, Demetria says we don't see. Well, it's again, I always hate commenting on graphics or illustrations, pictures.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
Because I can't see everything that's there. But Demetrio, you're probably right. Because if you would do this kind of work, there's a good chance this person didn't know a thing about bonding either. There's a good chance they're not securing and supporting any of those NMBs that are running anywhere. So yeah, so safe to say that there's probably, you know how they always say there's always something under the surface when you scratch the surface or something. Whatever you see, there's more under the surface. I can guarantee you this is only the tip of the iceberg that is in this building, because this is the tip. I can guarantee you that there's some other janky, whatever crap going on all through this building, no doubt. Okay. Old Dog says it's a free spirit panel. That's right.
Free spirit panel, man. That's right.
That panel can identify as anything it chooses in today's world, whatever it wants to be. Right now, it wants to be cabinetless, and there you go. It's self-identified as such. So anyway, so that's our turd. Now we do have, Jay, we have a spin we have to do for Tim.
Oh yeah, for Tim Johnson.
Yep. So we're gonna have to go spin the wheel, Tim, for donating. Thank you very much, Tim. So we're gonna go to the.
Yeah, I think Jorge asked if we were gonna spin the wheel. We will spin more if anybody else donates. Again, we do appreciate the donates too this year. You guys have really stepped up and
now wait a minute. Now, do you still have that hat or whatever? Are we giving away this week? We didn't give it away last week, or what happened with that?
Let me see what I got. Let me see what I got from Mr. Johnson.
Yes. Yeah. Like Old Dog says, it's a non-binary. It's a non-binary panel. It's true, because I still don't even get that. What that even, that non-binary crap that they do. I don't know, whatever. You're born with either or, right? So you should identify as either or, right? You're either swinging or you're not. I'm just saying. All right.
Oh, actually, hold on. This cat might. I moved the ones around from my dad. Hold on. Hats and glove. That actually goes to Schwartzy. Sorry, Schwartz. Almost gave your hat away. And then hammer and gloves go. Or no, hold on. I don't even know which one. And he
was telling me, for those that want to donate, you can go to the link up at the top of the screen. That is the https://streamlabs.com/masterednec. That's one way to do it. If you're on YouTube, you just got the money symbol at the chat. You can do it that way as well. But other than that, I don't think you can on Facebook. You'd have to go to the link up at the top to donate. And you just have to type that in. Streamlabs.com/master-the-NEC would get you there. All right. So anyway, let's go and get the first one out of the way. And let's do
Tim is the only one. So tonight, Tim, let's do this. Pick a color. And we'll see if Tim gets it.
All right, we're gonna pick the orange then, stickers.
All right, if he gets orange on this roll, he'll get stickers and the hat. If not, Merry
right.
Christmas.
All right, we'll see here. All right, let's do it. Boom!
Yep.
Tim's a
There
winner.
it is.
Tim Johnson is a winner. Hold on.
Double winner.
All right, Tim, make sure if you're still in here watching us that you send your address to host@electricianlive.com. I'll put that in there for you. Host or hosts at Electrician Live. Am I spelling that right, Jay? Can't even smell my own show. Live.com. Okay. So you have hosts or host, and send us your address, and we will get that information out to you. Also, I should mention, if you have topics for upcoming shows that you'd like to see on Electrify, you can also use that email address as well to send those recommended topics, and we're more than happy to try to get those topics on coming in the 2022 year. Okay, bring in that type of thing. Hopefully, we're going to have some guests. We are going to have a guest in the first part of next year. I've kind of put a gentleman off. He's got an interesting product for electricians and engineers and designers that he wants to come on to the show. So he's going to come on to the show. Okay. Oh, Tim says he would gladly pay for a wired up electric flat. Well, interesting you should say that, because I believe that you can get that over in the store, and it is available. And I think it's streamlabs.com/MasterNEC might have. Jay, I don't know if you could check that or not to see, but I think if you go there, it does offer those hats there with the Basement King on them, I think. So, but I don't think he has any of those to give away. I'm just saying.
No, I don't. I don't even have. I was actually getting hit up by my guys. They're, when are we gonna do another order of this, of that, of this, of that? It's like, hey, you know what? When how about you send me some money and I'll do it? No, I'm just joking. Let me take a look here.
We'll also get them on Electrician Pride the first of the year, so they'll be available there too. For those out there that don't know, Electrician Pride is where you get all your swag, like this hat I got right here. Okay, swag like that, swag type of thing.
Where am I going to? Streamlabs?
Yeah, just go streamlabs.com/MasterNEC and see if that takes you to the store.
Okay, let me just.
Let's see here. I'm also going to do this real quick.
Oh, there we go. //tip. I can tip from here. Okay, but what if I merch? There it is, merch, because that's the cool thing to say.
There you go. I put a link in the chat. That's where you can go to tip if you're interested in that. I forgot that I could do that, by the way. Just remembered that I could do that. All right. So anyway, let's go back.
I don't see the wired up hat on there. I see the wired up shirt and I see the subby bro.
Oh, you know what?
Even though you won't,
it might not be the hat because of the detailed in the embroidery wouldn't let that be embroidered. That might be what it was. So we'll have to work with that a little bit.
will send you my other logo, because even the alien guy, he probably wouldn't be good on a hat, but I'll send you my X one that I.
Yeah, send that to me and I'll get that on a hat.
One like this.
Jesse, been listening to the show for quite a few years. Yep, I've got surprised me tonight. We also didn't have Joe listening, because Joe's been listening to me all the way back from 2004. It's been listening to my shows that I've done since way back when, long time ago. Been around for a little bit of a minute doing podcasts and training and shows. So appreciate you, Jesse, for following us all those years and through the last year. So it's only been 1 year. So you know what, Jesse, you got to keep listening, because I've got a lot of stuff for you. Also, I should mention, if you want any of our exclusive podcasts or videos that aren't open to the public, you can always go over to our website, Electrical Code Academy. Aaron's. I wondered if Aaron's in the house. So Aaron, thank you as always. And
what's up, bro, Hammy? Love you, man.
Yep. And Merry Christmas to you and everything like that. So hopefully you got your stuff that I sent. Or if you haven't yet,
we did actually. We opened it up. What was it? It was Tuesday night. He wasn't feeling too good, but we went ahead and opened up all the presents. So he got your book that you signed and all the other stuff that you gave him. So
cool, good
super
deal.
Exciting.
So we're gonna spin for Aaron. So we're gonna head back to the give.
Oh, let's spin for
Aaron.
For Aaron. Bro,
All right, we're gonna spin it. All right, stickers, but I'm gonna stick some other little goodies in there for you, Aaron, as well. So I've got some other little goodies to throw in there. So, and I've got your
Yeah, you
address
gave
and
him a
everything.
couple Beanie Babies last time, man. You
Yeah.
hooked him up.
Yep. So I'll take care of you with some stuff again. Appreciate you. Appreciate your support as always. Again, Tim says, "Hey Paul, can I gift a month subscription to someone who is new here tonight?" You can gift. We do have gifts over on the website. If you go to electricalcodeacademy.net, about halfway down, you'll see the gift cards. So you can do gift cards and give it to somebody, and they can redeem them for the subscription. For that, you can absolutely do that. Now the monthly one is tough.
Tim,
The monthly subscription one is tough because it has to come out of your PayPal. As that's the only way we do monthly. It comes out of your PayPal, so it has to be the email that's tied to your PayPal. So that's hard to gift. So the only other way to do is to give an annual. And that annual would be a one-time $119. And yes, you could gift those. You just do the coupon or do a gift certificate for that too. But if you want to do the monthly, I guess you could still do it. And if you want to give it to somebody, all you have to do is when you're checking out, put who you want to give it to. And we'd be, Brittany would take care of that here or whatnot. So I guess you could do that. But I don't know how you would do it here, that type of thing.
I've seen it on my brother's stuff. He does, and I know he's not a gamer, but he does the poker, and I'll watch his Twitch, and he does something like that too, where I think Tim's talking about, where he kind of like is able to gift from the stream. But I don't know how that would incorporate with what you do or your system. But
it won't enter. That's through them. So everything that we do is through the website. So it's why I turned off the YouTube stuff as well. So I don't have the monthly thing there. Everything is through our website now. So that type of thing. So
makes sense.
So let's go back to the regular screen. But I'll get that set up for Aaron there and get it. Skip You comes in and says, "I take the Masters on January 31st, 2022. Is there a fast track program I can complete in that time?" No. We do not believe in crash courses. And I'm a believer that you need at least 60 days. Now you can buy it. And you can really work hard at it, and it's obviously going to help you. But our recommended study plan, I mean, it's still code is code, so it obviously will help. But we didn't, what? Is that right? Really?
Robert Solis just threw down 100 big bone smackaroos.
Wow. Robert, I'm not sure what to say on that one. Again,
back to Skip You though. Before you address Wallace, Skip You. Listen, if you want to get into the fast track, and do your tests on January 31st, I'd get into it ASAP because Paul does a live study every Wednesday night that you can come into. So again, you will get at least 4 Wednesday night studies with him. I will be joining them too, and other guys as well. So. I'm not going to say you're going to get the course done in a whole month, 30 days. I'd say the actual course probably, like Paul said, probably take about 60 days. But again, it's probably the best bang for your buck in 30 days that you're going to get. So you can attend our Wednesday nights as well. So I say ours, it's his, but sometimes I show up.
Sometimes you show up. Lately, you've been AOL, but so AOL, AWL, AWOL, absent with AWOL.
That's like the dial-up stuff.
I used to have AOL, so anyway, we have to go spin for Robert. There's no, we have to go spin. Okay.
Robert with the big hundo, just straight up $100. Boom, boom.
So we're gonna do a spin. Screwdriver. All right. Now I am going to say I'm going to hook Aaron up He's not electrically related, so the stuff that I hook Aaron up is unelectrically related. But anybody that drops $100 bill like that, we got to do more than a screwdriver here. So we're going to spin this wheel again. Actually, no, we're not. No, we're not. Robert, email your address to hosts at Electrician Live, and you're getting everything on the screen. So you're just gonna get everything. You're getting everything, okay? And you're gonna get a sign. You'll get one of my first books I ever did. It's outdated now, by the way. It's old, but I'll give you a signed book as well. It's old. It's outdated. It's for home inspectors, but again, it's still a signed book. So I'm gonna take care of Aaron. But you know what? Anybody that drops down what you did there, Robert, you're going to get everything here. And I will get a signed copy of my first book I ever did. It's kind of outdated now, but it still was my first book. So I'll get that to you. So make sure you send us your address over there as well. So, and don't worry, and Aaron, I'm already going to take care of. So we're good to go for that. Okay. All right. Got to take care of my Aaron. All right.
Yeah, so, he's definitely a huge supporter. Tim said,
yeah.
Can I PayPal you, Paul? And you pick someone new. Pick someone for the free month sub. I'm thinking that. So I think Tim wants to PayPal you $9.99, and then you pick someone in the chat. If I'm not mistaken, maybe I'm saying this right, Tim, or wrong. But let me know. You pay Paul, or
well, the
PayPal
problem,
$9.99.
the problem, yeah, that's
somebody.
The problem with the monthly thing is it's a monthly thing, right? Is it comes out of your PayPal every month, so it's kind of hard to do that one. However, however you want me to do it, Tim, you can donate. I think PayPal directly to us is the @code cocky. That is the direct payment into PayPal to do it that way. But if you're talking about for giving somebody on here or spinning for somebody, just kind of clarify what you mean. And of course, I'll try anything, whatever you need that we can try to do. I'll do whatever. If that's what your intent is, I'm probably not sure what you're trying to convey. So again, I'm a little slow tonight. So let's go back here real quick. All right.
I think Tim's just in that giving part of the year, right? He has, oh my goodness. You just can't stop him. He's an animal. He's an animal. Once you think you got him, you just don't got him. Yeah. I mean, he's an animal. $99.99 from the big Aaron, big dog. Love you, bro. Big support, man.
We appreciate you definitely, and your love box just got bigger. I appreciate it. Again, it's amazing that you support the channel again. So again, so much appreciated. There's your little zombie that pops up. There's a little zombie. A couple things for the show going, just kind of talk about it, Jay, that we're going to do. Might as well just going to let everybody know for the show in 2022. Some of the things that pop up on the screen, everything's going to change, right? It's going to have different things with a new subscriber and everything. It's going to pop up on the screen. So it's going to be a little more animated, kind of just bring a little more flavor. We've added some things through the years, and this is a new look, but with the tip jar, and while we're at it, we might as well go on and empty the tip jar. What do you think? Get it clean again. So we're going and boom, and there it goes. Tip jar's gone. And so what we'll do is there'll be a little more animation and that type of thing. I should also tell you, you've probably seen some of my coffee hour. From time to time, we'll do a Saturday morning, what's called coffee hour, where I might bring you some new technology or something, like I bought an NFPA or some kind of resource that I find that helps electricians. That's what I want to use coffee hour for. If I find a website, a calculator online, or something that I think that works for you, I want to share that in a coffee hour. So that's something I'm going to do. Of course, we got the Basement Kings podcast, so hopefully going to get out. All kinds of stuff, interested in doing different things. So hopefully you'll spread the word and you'll join us and you'll stick with us for 2022 as we try to make this thing even better. Definitely. And we love to hear your thoughts about the show. That type of thing. What does Tim say here? Oh, it's free some. Yeah, you know what, Tim? If you can, not sure how I would give that, although I can set it. So if you want to give a donation for that using the chat up at the top, and you want to give a donate a $9.99 or whatever, then I'm more than happy to tell whoever wins that. I don't know how we pick somebody for that, Jay. How would we pick somebody for that? You know, I mean,
Who's new in the chats
yeah,
tonight?
Tim, maybe you pick somebody. So then all they would have to
Tim,
do,
you pick somebody.
all they would have to do is remember now, if you did that, I can probably do it better than the subscription thing. So what I probably can do is if you did do that $9.99 for a month, then all I'd have to do is know, and maybe this is it, Tim. Maybe you have somebody you want to gift this to. So if you make a donation, then you email me who that person is. Make sure that they join our website, the little app, and get our app so that I get a username or get somebody, and then I can go in and actually give them a title, like I gave the Basement King a title on the message board and the forum and all that. Then I can assign somebody access to those pages of the website. You just have to let me know who it is, and they have to go to our website and join to do that type of thing. So I mean, that's about the best I can do, unless you know somebody here that's in the forum that you want to give access to it. All right. So he says, how about Adam? Okay. Well, there you go. So let's see here. All right. If you want to do that, let's see where let's scroll back here. Is Adam still in the house? Well, we're doing these end of year things. These are cool. So, all right, Adam.
This is really nice.
Adam French, you've got a gifter here who wants to give you a month trial. You get a month to see what's going on in the membership, and Tim wants to pick that up. So, Adam, are you a member of our website? Do you have the app on your phone? Have you signed up or gone to go to the easiest way to do it is to go to the Sparky Hub, thesparkyhub.com, and sign up for an account there, or go to our website, and at the top of the website it talks about getting the app and get it, set you up an account, and then I can give you access to that special page, that type of thing. So
I'm gonna jump on this train too. If since we're giving away stuff as well, I want to give away one as well off of Aaron's $99.99 to Skip You as well, because I know Aaron probably donated that and he would like to pass one out. So I know Tim's doing one for Adam. I'm going to go ahead and do one for Skip You as well. So Skip You, go ahead and now do they go to the Sparky Hub? Is that the one that you're talking about, the sparkyhub.com?
Yeah, let me
put
see.
that in the chat. Let me put that in the chat.
Let me hold on. Let me see if I can do this. Okay, we're going super chats is fine, Tim. It doesn't matter. That's the easiest way to do it up there if you want to do it in super. They works the same way. Let me see if I can do this, Jay. Let's go to lesson. Yeah. And we'll see what's going on. So the lesson's got nothing up right now. Let me just see real quick. Let's see here. Do we see DuckDuckGo? Does everybody see DuckDuckGo? No, you don't. So let's see here. Browser source. Hold on for a second. Let me see if I can doing this on the fly. That's how we roll.
While you're doing that,
this is how we roll, bro.
That's how we roll, bro. Hey, we're rolling into 2022 with some giveaways from some people. And man, what a better way to go into 2022 with some gifts. Wow, love it.
All right,
love it.
Let's see if I can't get rid of this one real quick. Let's see. That's a screen capture. Let me get rid of that. Let me see if I can't do this on the fly, folks. Let's see here. Bear with me. It's kind of caught me off guard here. So let's see if I can't. If I can't do this. There we go. And nobody can say that I don't work on the fly. So here we go. So, all right. So Tim's done giving the super chat. Okay. So let me see what works here. So for those that follow. Okay, so here's the here's what we do with the website. So here we go. Let's go to electricalcodeacademy.net. All right, so this is the website. So typically what you'll have is, you see where it says subscribe. You typically would click on subscribe. And again, I want to make sure this is showing up in the chat. Yeah, it is. So so you see I've got my little, you got my little pop-up down here where you can ask us questions live. So here's typically what you get here, right? So to get into the member area, when I click it, you see that this is the member area. This is where I have access. And this is what you see. So there's our exclusive, we do every Wednesday night. And then here's our special session for grounding and bonding, which is many times becoming a member. I do special webinars that you're invited to. They're just kind of open only to members. And of course you have all of these links to get you to the different videos, you know, different things like if you want the 2020 collection, just kind of showing you a little bit what you got. And then you have all these videos, as you can see here, from my collection for the 2020. We're always adding new ones. And there's a residential series that me and Jay have to finish, but that's the first part of it. And then you'll see other ones. So here's where I did the commentary on the 2020, which I still going to plan on finishing that up in 2022. There's a New Year's resolution for you, Jay. I got to finish that 2020 analysis. And here's some other ones. So there's a lot of content there to get through. Just kind of giving you an overview real quick. And then, of course, you got the podcasts only, which these are only podcasts. Okay. Might be some videos in there, but I think most of these are podcasts. But also, as a member, you can come up here and click the podcast button. And then this is also a location where you can come to. Got to change that logo, don't we, Jay? And here's where you can listen to all of my podcasts here as well in one convenient location. Of course, you can. And if there's more of them, there's a portal that takes you to where there's more of them. But easy. This ought to cover you a while. If you see the time on these, I'm long-winded. Okay. So anyway, there's a bunch of different features there. So the best way to get access to all of this is to click here and go to the Sparky Hub, or the easiest way to do this is download the mobile app. So download this mobile app on your phone. Okay. You go here and enter your phone number, and it'll send you a link to your phone. Once you set that account up, it'll log you into the system, and that's how I can get access and give you access to certain pages of the website, that type of thing. It creates an account for you, right? So can do it that way. It's one way to do it. Okay. So anyway, I don't know if that makes sense. So that's the best way. So I recommend you, the one way is like go to the Sparky Hub. I'll just click. So I'm here, still can download the app, but see, I'm logged in to everything. If I wasn't logged in, and I can't remember how to log out, it keeps me logged in. You'll see where it says create an account or make an account. Once you do that, you'll have access to the public ones. You won't have access to the private ones. But then if you send me, Adam, what your email you used and your username and whatever you set up inside of getting access to the Sparky Hub, then I can go in and give you access to certain pages of the website. And I can give you access to the members area. Because if you don't have access to the members area, all you'll see is a login information and you can't get in because I don't give you access to it. Okay, so that's how we would do it. So what you'll need to do is, the easiest way to do it is either download the app and sign up for an account, or go to the Sparky Hub and sign up to get in the Sparky Hub. It's the easiest way. And then let me know you've done that, and let me know the account and everything and the username you chose. And then I will go in and give you that access. Okay. Does that make sense? Jade, is that as clear as mud or what?
That's as clear as mud.
Okay. So the same thing for you, Skip, you is go to the website and click on the Sparky Hub, sign up to get a username for the Sparky Hub, and get added to one of the forums, to one of the public forums. Just get added to one of the public forums, and then I will. We didn't need to do that, Jay, because we already had Aaron was taking care of that. But man, everybody's in the giving mood tonight. It's the holiday season.
Aaron gave it to Skip you, so I gave it to Jesse. So I'm just sharing the love, man.
Okay, cool, good. So Adam, we'll do that. I'll try to get to that. And again, give us a little bit, because again, typically Brittany will do that or I'll do that. So we'll, I probably may not be tonight, but we'll get it to you. I'll probably get it to you tomorrow. But make sure you email us, hosts at electricianlive.com with your name and everything and all that. And so that we can have it. And I need to have that on record for Tim doing that. And that will allow me to go in and give you the access and everything like that. Okay. All right. And for those out there who don't know what the Sparky Hub is, we might as well do a promo for it. It's right here. Here's access to it, but there's a lot of forums here that you can post things, questions, and whatnot in it. And it's the alternative to Facebook and all those other things. So go ahead and join it. And you won't get access to the Fast Tracks forum, but you can get access to the regular Sparky Hub, and that is pretty good. People stay pretty active. So that one would be where is it, Jay? Right here, Sparky Hub. So if I wanted to view the Sparky Hub, we have 961 active members. There's what it looks like whenever that loads. And here you go. Question that was posted. And you can post your question and images and get feedback from other electricians and everything like that. And me and Jay both are in and out of it. Me more than Jay.
Yeah, I need to sign on. Ever since I switched my new phones, I need to sign back on, because every time you get a new phone, you have to log back in there. And so yeah, so Jesse got a sub, Skip you got a sub, and Adam French got a sub tonight. Wow, man, give out 3 subs tonight. Way to go, guys. Love this community. Love what we're doing.
Make sure y'all send it, y'all's name, address, and email address and everything. Send it to hosts at electricianlive.com, and that will get the ball rolling for us here. Okay, that type of thing. All right. Other than that, thank you all for doing that and donating. We will get you guys in there and get you in a month of the membership, and you can determine whether or not you want to keep going and do another month or come to some of our private sessions or whatever. Because guess what? Even if you're a monthly member, you still get access to Wednesday nights, whether you're in the Fast Tracks program or not. You get access to ask questions, so you can join us. So again, that's another perk for that. And then, of course, we got the grounding and bonding program that will be ending up that I've been recording that you'll have access to. There's a great swimming pool series in Article 680 that's with me and Vince Delacroce with Siemens. That's part of that membership that you get access to. That's like, I don't remember, was that 8 different video series that we did on that. So everything you want to know about pools and spas and hot tubs and all that kind of stuff. So it's well worth it. So again, you get to, if you're only going to be a member for a month, you might as well go in and soak up as much as you can, because again, you can cancel at any time for this type of thing. But y'all's will be 1 month and they're not reoccurring. So don't worry, Tim, you're not going to have ongoing reoccurrence on your bill. Okay. Cause we're going to give them access. So cool. All right, so I'll be waiting for you folks that we gave the gifting to. Skip you and who else? Adam.
Adam and Jesse.
Jesse. Okay. Make sure y'all send y'all's information, name, email address, and everything to that host or hosts at electricianlive.com so that we can have it on record and I can get the girls to set that up. So, all right. Is that it? Do we have to spin
It
for
really
the
doesn't
basement
get any better than that.
That's for donations, so we don't have to spin. Recent subscriber, Brandon Bloomer. Let's go, Brandon. And that's for that's for the real brand. That's for the real Brandon up there. Just saying. All right. Well, I think that's it. What an amazing show. One of them, again, New Year's resolutions. We don't see you for the holiday. So I hope everybody has a safe and joyous. Remember, there's a reason for the season. It's not just to open presents. It's to share the love and be thankful for everything that we have. Some people have been through some very hard times during this holiday season, so keep them in your prayers, and hope that everything, all the blessings come beyond that. Again, it's
I got it, Robert.
Yep. So it's just it's, again, think about others. Again, it's the perfect time of the year to give and share, and I get more joy out of seeing other people excited than I do for myself. So again, we appreciate all of you. It's been a great year. Jay, thank you for a great 2021, being my co-host and everything. I think you're a wonderful young man, and I think that you're doing great things there. You have a wonderful wife, you have great support, got beautiful children, and keep doing what you're doing. And I think you'll do do amazing. And to all you out there, the same. Hold those that care dear and close, because again, there's no sense going to sleep mad, because you might not wake up, and we certainly don't want that as a burden. Definitely don't want that as a burden. And I do my best to try to do what I can to teach you. I want to see you succeed. How about you, Jay? Any last thoughts here for 2021 before we cut it off for the night and let everybody get to their families? And anything you want to add? Or we're good?
Thank you guys and gals out there for all the support. We've been through quite a bit this year, and even with the ups and downs, it's always great to look at the cup half full. And I know this show's just been amazing. Paul, you've been great to myself and Aaron, my family and stuff, so we appreciate you too. And I just can't wait to go into 2022 kicking the door down and just going crazy with all the stuff that we have going. So really do love you guys, man. The best to everybody out there. Be safe. Merry Christmas and happy holidays.
All right. So, all right, everybody. Well, everybody stay safe. Again, God bless, and we will see you in 2022. Till next time, take care. You've been listening to Electrify with your hosts Paul Abernathy and Jay, the Basement King Grunberg.